What's going on, everyone? Shots with Cola here, and today we're looking at something completely different than what I've ever purchased on this channel. A Smith & Wesson, and not only a Smith & Wesson, but chambered in .380. This is the Bodyguard 2.0. Now, this is the smallest firearm I've ever had on this channel. It is the most narrow, so real quick, let's drop this. It is the most narrow. I mean, this thing is tiny. If you compare it to my hand, this thing is tiny. It is the skinniest, and the grip, about similar to a Micro 9. It's actually a really nice grip though. I was going for the most compact thing. I actually went with the intention of buying the Ruger LCP Max just because I wanted a pocket carry, and ended up getting a hold of this guy. The guy was like, hey, have you ever seen the Smith & Wesson Body Shield 2.0? I was like, you know what? No, but I wouldn't mind if you let me check it out. And he handed me this, and within about 3 seconds I said, let's ring it up. And he was like, well, okay. Do you want a thumb safety or you don't want to have a thumb safety? And I was like, surprise me. And we ended up getting the thumb safety. And one thing I want to go ahead and note on this is this thumb safety here, you're not going to accidentally engage it and disengage it. It takes, and it's ambidextrous, it takes some force to enable that thing. It is not something that you're just going to accidentally go, oops. So if you put the thumb safety on, which you can see here, there's no trigger when that's on. You disengage it, and then with it on, no pull, go no boom. That is not going to accidentally get caught in your pocket and disengaged. So that's one. I'm not going to say it's not. It's highly unlikely. It shot really well. Weak wristed right now. I'm trying to get back in the swing of things, but it shot really well. It does not have an optic cut, but there are these dovetail plates like I've done in the past. I don't think I'm going to do that with this. The goal is pocket carry. I did get a stainless steel guide rod with -10. Supposedly it's going to help it shoot smoother. We're going to see. Hopefully I don't get failures. If I start getting failures, we'll switch back, but I did get a new guide rod. I also got a new guide rod for the Ruger too, because I wanted to test those out, see how it does with your felt recoil and stuff. And I didn't feel like I needed to mess with the trigger. I actually like this trigger. It's kind of unique, but it's got that. Yeah, the stippling feels really, it's not insanely aggressive, but it is more aggressive than a lot of other handguns, but it really helps you keep that grip. It really helps you keep that grip. The front sight is tritium, and the rear sights are blank, but they are very good sights. For factory sights, I have no problem with them whatsoever. And there's some specs here. I don't know them off the top of my head. I'm not going to bother pulling it up, reading it, but that's the barrel length, the size, everything, all that fun, good stuff. Very small, but you know what the awesome thing about it is? Oh, another thing, and also, when the magazine is full and you slap it in, if your slide is locked back, it will drop the slide for you, which is nice because I haven't been running into too many handguns here lately that do that. That was something I brought up in the footage at the range, which I'm going to roll here in a second, was that actually worked with this, where I haven't been seeing that a whole lot. And I don't know, I think the last firearm since this one that I've had this done that is the P365. The Taurus GX4, I didn't have it racking the slide for me whenever I would chamber the mag. I don't think any of my Tauruses really ever did that. I think the G2C did sometimes. I don't remember. Today we are taking a look at my newest addition to the family. That is this tiny guy. This is S&W Bodyguard 2.0. And we got 100 rounds to shoot out of it today of this PMC brass 380. And pretty good. This is my first 380 that I've ever bought myself. So pretty excited about that. I get a full grip too. That's nice. That's nice that I get a full grip with this. I was actually here to buy something else. Someone was like, have you looked at the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard? And I was like, I have not. I have not. But I've heard Smith & Wesson are very, very nice. And they're like, I'd really strongly suggest you test that out before you make a decision. I was like, okay. Once I put my hands on it, it was a good deal. It was so nice. We're going to do a sit down. This is just my initial impressions. I just got it, so this is my initial impressions. I wanted a pocket carry option for a video in the future. You guys will understand that. So I just put 10 in this 12 rounder. Let's put 12. Let's make sure functionality at its full capacity. Oh, buddy, that's a tight fit. Oh, jeez. I don't know if I'm getting 12 in there. I am not getting 12 in there. Holy crap. Jacked my thumb up. Let's load it in. Oh, it's so small. This is about to be super snappy. I'm going to shoot at the top right. That's what we're going to do. Slide lock back. I was a little all over the place. I'm at 7 yards right now. I was a little all over the place. I also haven't used iron sights in so long. It's been so long. All right, that was with the 12 round. With the 11 round, let's use the 10 rounder and see how the 10 rounder does. With the 12 rounder, I could not fit my 12th round. 10. I got 10 in the 10 round. Is this 12 round? It says 12. It says 12. All right, let's go ahead and try this flush 10. I can still get a full grip, so that's actually really nice. That slide releases way harder than a lot of other firearms I've had. Could just be me. And we're gonna go for the top left. A little bit more gripped, but still not as good as I'd like to be. I am shooting to the left, so I am doing something wonky with my trigger finger. Slide lock back, no malfunctions. Let's continue on up. One of the employees came up and was like, did you happen to get the, I don't remember if he said it was the competition one, but it's got like a ported barrel and stuff. And I was like, no, he didn't tell me about that one. He just showed me this. And so apparently there is a higher end model you can get. I unfortunately did not see that. However, I am assuming that I can purchase those all aftermarket separately if I wanted to. Do I have 12 in here? No, I'm at 11 again. Can I get the 12th one? I cannot get this 12th one. No, it's not even budget. That's the thing. So far, I have not been able to fit 12 in here. Ooh, I got the slide release to work. All right, we're filming on both. We're filming on both. We're going to the middle right target, and we're going to go a little bit quicker this time. I have a flyer that came up a little bit higher, and I closed my eye, so I'm sure somebody in the comments would love to tell me why I suck at life. I shouldn't own a firearm. But with iron sights, I'm struggling. I haven't used iron sights in so long. I'm struggling. We're going to feed this mag again. I don't like these lower capacity mags. I might see if I can get an extension base for it. And just, because that's all this is, right? It's just the same mag with an extension base. An additional cut. Oh, looks to be like it. We're going to keep going. As long as I'm using these iron sights with the red dot, I've gotten to where I have both eyes open, clear sight picture. I did see there's a dovetail mount for a red dot for this. I think for this one, I'm trying to go a little bit more simplistic. I don't think I'm going to go do all that red dot. And so I got 10 in here. Got 11 in here.
I mean, even pushing on the table, I don't think I'm getting it to get compressed. No, it's just not compressing. All right, let's slap this tin in here. There we go, starting to get easier. I'm gonna break in. We're gonna go back on the top right. Another fire. Yeah, my accuracy is not good. I'm not an accurate shooter anymore. 10 yards, a little bit over the place. I stayed on my target, but they are not bunched together. That is no bueno. No bueno. And yes. I love it. I love it. We're gonna go to the middle left. Whew. Slide's getting hot. Bottom right. I am not very accurate with these smaller guns. It's one thing I miss about the dagger. I will give that. The dagger, I was a very good shot with the dagger compared to this, and my 42 ranks. I'm gonna one up from the bottom right. I need to shoot with my gloves on one day because I have gloves on quite a bit, and you're supposed to practice with how you shoot. One. Why didn't I do it? Not that time, huh? Ooh, that was much lighter though. No more boom. No more boom. Top right. Let's go. I guess the mag has to be full to get that. Got 5 right here. Let's go. Five more. All right. Now with the power of editing, we're going to teleport and sit down and talk about this thing.
I know the SIG P365 and the Glock 43X definitely did. So it's really nice. And this is my first Smith & Wesson, and I am really impressed with the quality. I haven't been this excited about a new firearm in a while. Like, this is kind of just like opened my eyes up to all sorts of different stuff. Like I was excited like this when I got the suppressor for the 22. But this is for just a firearm, for a handgun. I'm just super thrilled with the 12 round mag that I can only fit 11 rounds in it. I mean, I took it back, and once I wasn't at the range, really tried to fit that 12th round in there. It's not happening. I Googled it, and that is a thing across a bunch of people saying, no, it fits 11. It says 12, it fits 11. And I saw a bunch of people state that. And then it's got a 10-round flush that actually I can still get my pinky somewhat on there. Like you can see here, my pinky is still, if I drop that, I'm still able to somewhat grab, which is crazy. Now that does mean the grip is a little bit longer, but it's not bad. It does fit in my pocket. Obviously, you're gonna want like a trigger holster, like one of those trigger covers or something. But it does fit in the pocket, or you can get a pocket holster. I ordered one of those trigger ones just because that's what's gonna happen is we're gonna trigger holster it. It does print with jeans. I asked somebody if they felt like they noticed it, and they were like, now that you pointed it out, I can tell Standard person probably won't be paying enough attention, but it does print. So that's one thing with these, it does print. It does fit in the pocket really good. It feels really good in hand. It shoots really good. Sights are good. Price point's good, $399. And there is a upgraded model. The dude did not tell me about it when he showed me this. Then I was checking out, already ran my background check and stuff. And then a guy came up and was like, "Oh, what you buying?" And I was like, Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0. And he was like, "Oh, sweet, the one with the ported barrel and stuff." And I was like, "Wait, what?" But I was already ran with this and the serial and everything. I was like, dang, he didn't tell me. But that's my fault. I didn't search. I wasn't going with the intention of buying this, but I'm glad I did. They do not have a Recover Tactical little trigger cover block. A Recover Tactical for some pistols that like clips over that and gives you a rail on the front. This does not have it. It did look like there's like a Viridian laser. I don't really feel the need for a laser. Might look into it in the future. I'm not sure. But I did get the stainless steel guide rod. There are some different triggers. I don't think they're needed. There's no extended magazines. That was one thing I looked for. There's not. With the Bodyguard, not the 2.0, the original Bodyguard, they've got a 15 round like extended stick mag and a 50 round drum mag. But for this one, there is not. Yeah, I am still in the testing phases, but so far, one range visit, 100 rounds, no failures, 380, completely different caliber. I've never purchased 380. I've shot a few different 380s. I've shot the Glock 42. I've shot the P365 in 380. Some model Taurus, I don't remember which one it was. I shot it in 380. But yeah, I mean, I've shot a lot of firearms over the years, but I've shot a few 380s. This one felt a little snappier compared to what I remember some of them feeling. Like the Glock 42 feels a little less snappy than this. That might change with this new guide rod, but also this is very small. I mean, this is smaller than the 42, at least from what I remember. I mean, I can post them up, compare them, but altogether for 400 bucks, this thing kills it. I'm excited to have a pocket carry, and I'll go over why in the future, but yeah, now the drop in the slide, the slide release on the actual thing, it takes some force. I mean, it is not for the weak-thumbed like me, because like when I was at the range and I was sitting there, I was like, geez. But finally, it's starting to break in. Everything's starting to break in. We're still in the break-in process. We're 100 rounds into it. I haven't even cleaned the freaking thing, right? I bought it at the range on my lunch break and went and shot 100 rounds through it while I was testing something else out at the same time. I will end up going to pick up a few hundred rounds and really go into a real test with it. The slide does heat up. I wasn't even aggressively shooting it, and I'd catch myself putting my index on there a couple times. I was like, ooh, we're getting a little warm there. Serrations feel good. Smith & Wesson, Honest Outlaw is really big in Smith & Wesson. There's a guy I work with who's really big into Smith & Wesson, and actually a few that I've met that have always been like, Smith & Wesson are really good, man. You should check them out. And I never did. And then now I'm kind of like, dang. These are really nice firearms. Jeez, dude, Smith & Wesson, they knocked this out of the park. You want a pocket carry? So far, highly recommend. I've not been this excited about a new firearm in a very long time. And even after leaving the range, I was like, this is cool. This is a cool firearm, man. And so that's what I got. I'm going to roll the range footage sometime in between that, so that's already happened at this point. But yeah, Smith & Wesson 2.0, 400 bucks. You want a pocket carry? It's 380. If you trust 380 to carry it, I've had no failures out of it, out of 100 rounds. We're going to see. We're going to do a long term. I'm going to do at least like 2,000 rounds through this thing throughout the life, just because it's a new caliber. I've shot a ton of 22. We've had failures with 22. 22 is that. It's 22. And I shot a lot of 9mm, probably onwards of 20, 30,000 rounds of 9mm over the past few years. A little bit of 380, a little bit of 45, not a ton. So I'm excited to try a new round this year. We decided to try 380. And so we are going to shoot some serious 380 because I'm going to find out how reliable is that caliber. Because that's something we need to test, right? I mean, it's good to have things of other rounds. I was thinking about picking up a 40 at one point in time, and I decided let's try 380 first. So that's where we're at. If you want to see what happens whenever I put that stainless steel guide rod in when it does come in, Galloway Precision one, there will be a video on that. But subscribe to the channel, like this video. If you like this kind of content, it helps me know that you liked it. If you like these videos, that also helps my video kind of get out there and my channel get out there, because I do put a lot of time, effort, money, and love into this channel, and I'd like to see it grow. So I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you guys on